Hello, Scorpio and Scorpio Rising. This is your new moon and solar eclipse in Cancer reading. And a little bit of July. I'm definitely going to do another July reading sometime in mid-July. But I wanted to do a reading because we've got a new moon coming on July 2nd, 2019. And this new moon is accompanied by a solar eclipse in Cancer. And so new moons are always a new beginning, but with that solar eclipse, it's kind of extra. It's like a big new beginning. And so for you Scorpios, this new moon solar eclipse is lighting up your 9th house, which is your house of philosophy, higher learning, spirituality. So that's an interesting house, and you're going to be exploring that a little bit. Definitely breaking free from the status quo, as I was reading about from the Dark Pixie Astrology. You should check out her blog. She's got a really cool descriptions of the houses, like what happens with a solar eclipse and a new moon and each of the houses. And she was talking about, I remember, that you're kind of more adventurous and you're like breaking free from the status quo with a new moon solar eclipse in this house. So that's really cool. Yeah, it might be a good time too to try some new things. Get out and try a new restaurant, or if you can't travel, do something that kind of makes you feel like you're traveling a little bit, try something new, get adventurous with this new moon. So I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to pull one card for the new moon, and one card for the solar eclipse, and one card for the month of July. And we'll just see what comes out with the energy behind each of those, supporting the energy, supporting and surrounding you. Alright, so for this new moon, we got the Queen of Cups there. The Queen of Cups is, as I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, the queens are the creators of the deck. They can bring things to life. And the Queen of Cups is in the realm of emotions, of your heart, of nurturing. And the vibe I'm really getting for you Scorpios is self-care, turning that nurturing inward. And also nurturing your creativity. With the 9th house, I think it's a really good time to do something that is fulfilling to your spirit, to your more esoteric side, your spiritual side, something that is going to be emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. I think you need that right now, Scorpios. All right. Let's pull a card for the eclipse. What is the energy for Scorpios and Scorpio risings during this solar eclipse in the 9th house? Alright, and with that, strength. So, overcoming obstacles, having the strength and fortitude to get through difficult time. And I like to think, especially in this deck, it really comes through to me. If you look, they're leaving the tornado and the whirlwind craziness behind them, and they're fine. They're not running, they're not scared, they're just hanging out there. And, the witch has her magic protecting them from what's going on back there. I think that's kind of the energy coming in with this solar eclipse for you, it's a shift out of a kind of chaotic time, out of a whirlwind, and even perhaps a slightly dangerous time, into a time where you're feeling strong, where you're in your strength, where you are feeling powerful and able to face anything that comes your way. Just like that witch and her lion and her kitty, she's like, you know what, I got this. Let me hold that tornado back with my magic, you know? So tap into that. And for the month of July, what do we got for you? The Star. So some pretty powerful cards coming up for you, Scorpios. If you've been going through a difficult time, the Star comes to remind you that light is on the way, that there's hope, that there are better times ahead. And a big part of that is going to be self-care for you with that Queen of Cups in the position of the new moon. This is a new beginning and a time where you can start fresh with your self-care, with taking care of yourself and making sure that you're balancing what you're giving and what you're receiving. The Star is a card of hope, of light. It's a beautiful card, and I also like to think, as you can see, she's receiving energy from the universe and putting energy into the water, into the earth, and it's kind of this flow of energy between. And I think, you know, it's important to try to harness that in your own life, of making sure that you are receiving and giving to yourself as much as you're outputting, so that you don't get sick, so that you don't get overwhelmed, you know. So I think that is beautiful cards. All of those really beautiful cards for this month. It's really important to step up the self-care this month. And I see this as a really good shift, a powerful shift of feeling stronger, feeling better. Things are getting better. I love it. And I love you. And I'll talk to you soon, Scorpios.